All right, here we go. Another $100 nickel hunt. That'll be my 10th one this year. Hopefully. I hadn't opened it up yet. Hopefully it's ones I can search and not. Yep, we definitely got circulated corners. Nickels. Circulating nickels. Okay, I'm going to be looking for the rare dates. The rare dates, mint marks, DDRs, RPMs, and hopefully some older nickels too. I'm going to go through the first 10, come back and then come back and let you know what I find. I will check back after every 10 after that, hopefully, if I'm finding stuff. If I'm not finding stuff, I won't bore you with no updates. So I'm going to check through the first 10 and I'll check back with you here in a couple of minutes. So talk to you in a bit. All right, I'm done with the first 10 rolls. Woo, 10 rolls. I got 5 older coins. Oldest one here being a 1940 Philly. 1941. Again, Philly. Nope, not a Henning. 1946. Philly. Again, not a Henning. 1949. That one's Denver. And a 1957. That one is also a Denver. Oh, and the way you can tell Hennings are one of the reasons. There's actually a website you can go to look at it, but one of the years, unfortunately, there'll be some of them have a crack up above the die crack, right up in here. Yep. Come back here. Focus. And there's some of them have a blob on the R, but one year doesn't have that. But the biggest way is that they weigh 5.4 grams, and both these weigh underneath 5. They're older worn ones, and they weigh underneath 5. I got 3 different types of die chips here. This one right here, I don't know, you can't see it there. Let's put it up on the little screen. This one here has a die chip between the E and the R there. And I believe that is the only thing on this one. Then I got 3 of these. Yep. It was a 2021. Yep, move those up a little bit. 2022 and a 2018. I think, nope, none of those have they all have the starting of the beehive on the side. Yep. That one has it right there. That one again, you can see it right there. This one here also has, yep. Nope. And that one there has it right, yep, right there. So start of the beehive on those 3. Trying to do these so the die chips go quicker. And then this one, a 2015 and a 2016, they both have the die chips between the E and the R, but they also both have die chips on the O in the back. See it right there. And this one here has it on both the O right there and the S. And this one here also has a little bit of die chip over here on the beehive. So that one was having issues. All right, so I'm going to go do the next 10, and I will check back with y'all here in a couple of minutes. All right, I'm done with the next 10. I only found 2 more older ones. Found a, but this one is an older one. Oh, come on, focus. Let's do it this way. There we go. 1939. Now, it'd been great if this was a mint mark, but I still need the 1939D for my book. So we got a 39D and a 40, or 39 Philly, and a 40 Philly also. So those are the two old ones. I found 6 more die chips. Go through these real quick, 2 at a time. Got a 2017P and 2013P, and the die chip there in between the E and the R. I think that's the only one on these two. Yep, that's the only one on those two. I got 2016P, and that one has, and both these have the die chip, and 2015P, they both have the die chip between the E and the R. But these also have a die chip on the O. Right there. This one right here. Yeah, O right there. That's it for those two. And then we have the 2021P and 2016P, and the 2016P has a die chip between the E and the R. 2021 doesn't. But on the back, this 2016 got the die chip on the O there. You come over here, you also got a die chip right there on the side of the building, the starter one up here. So that's it for that one. The 2021P. This one here, you just got the start of the die chip on the side right there. So that's it for the die chips. So let's, oh, and I found this, and I really wanted this to be a clipped planchet. It's a 1964 Denver. I don't know if you can tell right on this side right here. I really wanted it to be a clip planchet, but I'm pretty sure that's just got sheared off somehow or sanded off. Show you that one underneath the scope tube. We'll just use a big scope for this one. You can see that there's definitely debris from where it got sheared off. And I don't know if you can see on the edge there. Ow. You can see where it's rubbed up a little bit there. So you can tell that this got sheared off after the fact, not that didn't get stamped and then sheared off, or sheared, or it was stamped and then sheared off, not the other way around. So this is after mint damage. But man, I really wanted it to be a clip planchet, but it isn't. Just interesting after mint damage. So we got that much to go. I got 60 or 30 more rolls to go through. So I'll check back after the next 10. Talk to you in a bit. All right, I'm through the next 10. I got 4 more old ones and 6 more die chips. The old ones are, oh, come on. There we go. Another 1940. Oh, come on. Another 1940 Philly. A 1941. And this one's an S. And I got to say something. My last thing, I thought I'd found a large S. Got to look at that one because that one looks like it's a large S. But looking at the other large S's that I've found before, oh, turn the right way. It's that one. That's that one. And whenever we look at them next to each other, I've either found 3 large S's or I've found no large S's. And I'm thinking the answer is probably none. The large S is actually larger than that, and just because some of the nickels have smaller ones, I thought that was a large S, but yeah. Show y'all here. This is out of the Cherry Picker's Guide. Yep. Get it right. That's the picture I have to go by. And I'm thinking that's definitely the smaller one, which means the other two I thought were the large S are also the smaller one. Just hard to tell sometimes with it blown up that big, but that looks big compared to other mint marks, but I'm thinking the large S mint mark is actually bigger. So I got the smaller S mint mark, so I got the normal 1941 S's. I'll keep looking though, because I've found 2 1941s in this run alone. Oh, come on. This one right here is a 1946. And that is also a... Yep, this is also an S. See, that one looks like a big S too, but 1946 only has one size mint mark. So the only variable on that one is a DDO, which means on a 1946, if it was a DDO, you'd have doubling in the 46, the Star, and in Liberty here. And there's no doubling in any of that. So that's not the doubling. And then the last one is a 59 Denver. So that's what I found. The mint marks, just to do those real quick. I got them done up in pairs. So got a 21p. These are both 21p's. Or actually, I think they might have been done up in 4s. So I'm going to go put these two up here. And a 21p and a 2014. That one right here started the mint mark on the edge of the wall there. I think that's the only thing on that one. This one right here again, start of it right there on the edge of the wall. That's the only thing on that one. This one here also 21p. And this one had, oh, this one has it right up here, which is kind of unusual. And then this one here has it there on the edge, right there. So that was these. And then the other two, probably writing on my hand right now, 2007p and 2017p. The 17, I think, is just between the E and the R there on the front. Verify that. Nope, also on the O right there. And then the 2000, what was this one? 2007 has a die crack. I know we have it on this end, and we have it on this end. I don't think it goes all the way across, but I can't tell where it stops there. Just seems to make it to the building and stops. But so we got die cracks on both ends on that one. Okay, so that's it. Had to clean up the 41S. I don't want to be purposely giving people, once I figure out I got bad information, I want to make sure I correct it. So I got 20 more rolls to go through. I'm going to go through the next 10, and I will check back with you here in a minute. Talk to you in a bit. All right, done with rolls, 31 through 40? Got 10 more left. Found 3 more older coins. Well, this one here is a 1938 Philly. Need the 39D and a 39S, I believe. And no one needs the 39D. I have to check and see if there is a 39S. It's a 1946. This one here is a Denver. Make sure of that. Yep, Denver. Oh God, and I just did that. I thought I was just done, and I turned out I didn't hit record right. So I'll do it again. Okay, 3 new older finds. 1938 Philly. Be great if it was a 38D or S. I need both those for my book. We got a 46 Denver and a 48, and this is a San Francisco. And then we got 4 die chips. Bring those in. 2 of them have die chips on the front. This real quick. We got a 2019 and has a die chip on the front. 2015 with a die chip on the front, and a 18 and 14 with no die chips on the front. And then on the back, I think the 2018 doesn't have anything else on the back. The other one with the die chip on the back has a little bit of a die chip starting there on the edge there, right there, and has a die chip in Doe and Monticello. And then this one over here has the start of the die chip right there. Pretty decent start there. And has a little bit of a die chip on this side too. So it's getting beehives on both ends. And this one here just has it on the O. And you have a little bit of a bump here where it's not a straight line anymore, but not really a chip. It just gives, I think it gives more the impression of being fake there. You can see the stress, but this one's a die chip in the O. So, all right. I'm going to do my last 10. Got 10 more left, so I'm going to do those. And I will come back and check with you here in a minute and give you all wrap up after I get done. Talk to you in a minute. Okay, I'm finished. With all of them now, I found 3 more older ones. Yep. Pull up in the right spot. 48 Philly. And then a 53. I believe that's a San Francisco. And a 54. And that one's a Denver. So all in all, the old ones I found out a 38, a 39, 3 40s, 2 41s, 3 46s, a 47, 2 48s, 53, a 54, 57, and 59. So that's like what? 17 total. So I found 2 more die chips. We'll do those real quick. I'm not going to go through all the different die chips, though. I'm just going to go through the last 2. Here we go. 2013P and a 2019P. As you can tell, neither one of them had thing there on the neither one of them was a die chip between the E and the R on Liberty, but this one here has it right there on the back. And I believe that's the only place on that one. And this one here also has the start of the die chip there on the back. So nothing else on this one. So that's it for the die chips. And then I'm going to go over again because I'd made the mistake before thinking that I had a 41. Oh, let me change the size here so y'all can see what I'm doing. There we go. This is one I thought was a 41 large S from before. And we see that there. And yep, this is the one I found this time. See if I can get it so the glare is not killing us there. You can see they're both basically the same size. And whenever I look at it over here on PCGS, let me find the right spot there. PCGS at one time had a, oh, come on, click the right thing. That will help. All right, I'm just waiting for the pictures to load over there. All right. So let me bring up, close that, kind of, I'm gonna close that and bring up the screen. What we can see there, this is a regular one, regular strike. It's also their full steps one too. Neither one of mine are, any steps. But you can see that's what I have. You look at this one here, but on their pictures it's kind of hard to tell, but that one there is definitely, I think, bigger than that one is. Yeah. It's just hard to tell whenever you're not looking at them side by side. If you don't have something to do it, but see, because I got those two and I found another one. Throw this one up there too. Now that one there looks to be a little bit bigger, but I don't know. I take that back. They both look to be the same size. Just hard to tell. The placement's different. You can tell on the bottom one there, it's a lot closer to the building than it is there, and I think that's what screwed me up. Because whenever you look at the big one, it looks like it's closer to the building than the little one is. And bring that over here and show you all that again. See how far that one there is from the building. And the big one just seems like it's closer to the building. But I don't know. We learn. But I got to tell you right there, that one actually looks a little bit bigger. I don't know. I might just be confusing myself. I might have one that's actually a large S that I've found before, but I have two of them that are closer to the building than this one is. This one here, the S is up higher than it is on the other two I have. So that's what's confused me. I'm gonna have to do some more research and find out if the placement varies on the large S. And I think it does, because they also have a if we come over here and look at this again, you have a large S, you have a large S over S. And that's a large S over a small s, I think, or a small s over a large S. I don't know. If we look at that one, yep, look at that one, we find out my internet's slow. Nope, not giving me a picture. Okay. Oh, they don't have a picture. It's not that it's not. Oh, I know what I did. I'm on the full steps here. let's get off the full steps. I think they got a picture that's not on the full steps. Yep, not on the full steps. They got the picture. See, but the S over S, the way you can tell is that there's a little bit more of an S on the bottom. But again, this is on a what, MS64 coin. Mines are, closer to 14 than they are to 64. All right, but all right. Well, that was my big question here. Am I fooling myself on the S's? Luckily, I haven't tried to, mislabeled any of them and put them out on the internet yet. So, but that's it for my searches. I will continue to research this because, like I said, this is a learning process and we do this for fun, dadgummit. Shucky Derns, G Willikers. All right. And I will talk to y'all later on. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment below if you have suggestions or any place else where I might be able to get more information on this. I know I got several other websites that I can look at, but some of them just do DDOs and DDRs and don't do mint marks, and other ones I think just do them. Or I found another one where I can just go and look at the mint marks. So I will look at that though and see if I can figure out what's going on there, and update you on my next nickel box. So I will talk to y'all later on. Good luck in your hunts, and have a good, I guess we're coming up on summer. Have a good summer. Talk to y'all later. I'll be back before then, but have a good summer anyway. Talk to y'all later.